Hello, Scorpio. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who it's your first time here, welcome. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot, and I'll be doing a general monthly reading for the collective of Scorpio. So any of the 11 positions that it could be in, it could be any of them. They will all work. Okay, so before we get started with this, I want to mention something about the mid-monthly readings. For those of you who have been here before, you may have noticed that the mid-monthly readings, the time is long. It is long, and that is because I've been doing those readings broken into decans. So some of you may know and some of you may not know that every astrological sign is divided into 3 parts called decans, and where you fall depends on when your birthday is. So for mid-monthlies, I pull full readings for Decan 1, Decan 2, and Decan 3. I'm going to start leaving timestamps so you can just watch yours. But I would like you to know that every single reading, there was overlap in all of them. So it shows the progression. So just keep that in mind before you watch it or when you're watching it or whatever. Okay. My energy is slow. I don't know. Something's going on energetically. I just did the Libra reading and it was very complicated. There was like a block in energy the whole time. And I don't know what it was. So here we go. So sorry about that. Okay, so how we're going to do this monthly reading is week by week. So I'm going to pull a card for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And we're going to see how does week 1 start? How does it end? How does week 2 start? How does it end? How does week 3 start? How does it end? How does week 4 start? How does it end? And then at the end, I will pull a healing card from this Oracle deck. We're going to start with the Tarot of Curious Creatures, and we're going to clarify with the Muse. And let's get right into it, Scorpios. Whew. Yeah, that was an energetically draining kind of, it was a taxing, I don't know if those are the right words. It was complex. It was tiring, the reading before. If you have Libra in your chart or you're dealing with a Libra, I would watch it. Okay. Week 1, Scorpio. How is week 1 starting for Scorpio? The 9 of Pentacles didn't come out. That's literally what Libra had in that position. See what I'm saying? I don't know. If you're on the cusp or whatever, check out the Libra reading. The Ace of Pentacles. It didn't fall, so I'm not going to take it. But that's good. That's like in your power. Giving yourself self-care, right? Your self-care is on point. You are independent and you're feeling strong. You're not closed off to love. You're not looking for love. You're just being you every day and taking what comes and taking the steps to go toward the path of your highest vibrational good that is going to bring you everything that you've wanted. You're putting in the work. You're figuring out, what works and what doesn't. All of that stuff. You're lining up your legacy. But what came out is the 5 of Swords, which is self-deception, Scorpio. So, let's see, because that could be not you, the 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Could be who you're dealing with. Let's see how week 1 ends for you. The 8 of Cups. Okay, walking away. There's a withdrawal. There's a leaving behind to go toward. Go toward those last 2 cups. You know what I'm saying? To get to your 10. All right, let's see how week 2 starts for Scorpio. The Chariot. Just Cancer. The fellow water sign. How does week 2 start for Scorpio? How does week 2 start? the Magician. Okay. Starts with a lot of momentum and a lot of desire, and the Six of Swords. Interesting. This is really good for you. All right, how does it end? How does week 2 end? I'll explain it in a moment. Okay. The Three of Swords upright and the Four of Cups sideways going into the reverse, which is where you want that card. Week 3. How does week 3 start for Scorpio? I see self-care. I see you challenging it, though. It's you. It's you versus you, but it's you versus the pain. You versus your pain. Week 3, week 3, week 3. The Five of Wands. How's it end? This isn't easy for you, but you're getting through it. There's the Ace of Wands. Yes. Week 4, how's it start? A lot of fire for your water. It starts with the Hermit and the Page of Swords, week 4. And how does it end? The Four of Wands. On the split is the Two of Wands, and underneath is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you versus you. Stress, stress, stress over a matter of the heart, of an outcome that you had an attachment to. And being in the place where you have to make that decision to stay with what you know, or move out of your comfort zone to allow the new inspirations and the new part of your life to take place, right? Okay, week 1, Five of Swords, Eight of Cups. It starts out with you like doubting yourself and like maybe being in denial or delusioned about denial about something, or having a hard truth to swallow kind of about yourself, and then swallowing it. And leaving, removing yourself. Doesn't have to be permanently, but it is a separation. Removing yourself to restore your preserve. And it ends with the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. This pain is like, it's really hard for you. You're really identified with it. You know, it has made a huge impact on your life. It's a root pain that is manifested. It's like been played out in different ways, but it keeps happening because you haven't healed the origin of the pain, of the root pain, the cause. I want to look up something with the Four of Cups. Okay. Week 3 starts with the Five of Wands and ends with the Ace of Wands. And that's what the Four of Cups going into the reverse is, new opportunities, right? Being open to it. So that's like you saying, I know I have this pain, but I am trying to leave it behind. You versus you. The Five of Wands is when you are part of a team, or and you should be working toward a common goal. And maybe you are, and maybe you aren't, and maybe it's about like reaching the top and how you get there, right? It can be like feeling like you're in competition. It's a card of training, of skill building, right? Of people, of not networking, of learning, of working with, of strategy, of being a teammate, but having a solo goal, winning, right? Succeeding. You start with not being in an easy place for that, and you end with the universe giving you the beginning of the path to go get the path of creativity, of constant inspiration, of like fluid inspiration if you stay in the flow, right? And the Ace of Wands is all of the tools that you have to complete this. And at the end of it is the career that you're passionate about, your partner, your life partner, that you are equally passionate toward each other. You are each other's cheerleaders. You are each other's support team. You inspire each other. You feel me? And your surroundings, where everything where you live and where you work, it's all inspiring, right? It's inspiring. Not saying that negative things don't happen, but this is like your foundation is strong. Week 4, you go into the Hermit and the Page of Swords. So that makes sense, right? If you've been battling, you start at the 5 of Swords, you go into the 6 of Swords, which is healing. Then you go into the 5 of Wands, and in your healing state, you're like fighting yourself, right? Maybe fighting false beliefs of not being good enough, or, and then you go from the 6 of Swords to the Hermit, which is full-on healing, which is an awakening happening. But it's tied to the Page of Swords. So there's something about it that you're not completely trusting. You're not ready. You're learning how to let go of the trauma response, you know what I mean? Of the being on edge, of the like having to, okay. You have been let down so many times and betrayed by key people in your life and situations, but by, people, that you don't trust people. You don't trust maybe love, or, you know what I mean? You don't trust it. You believe in it, like you want it, but you don't trust it at the same time. It's kind of, that's a you versus you right there, right? So this is where what you're reflecting on is how to heal that part of you that's always looking for the other shoe to drop. It's about healing yourself, knowing yourself enough, dedicating yourself enough to know that you have the knowledge and the capabilities. You can make the discernment on your own, right? You can do it on your own. Then you don't have to worry about what the situation is, because you won't let it in. You've come far enough that you won't let it in. And how you end is the 4 of Wands. And it came in diagonal, so this way, very slightly going into the reverse. Let's see, you ready to break it down, Scorpios? Where are we at with the timing? Water. Okay. We're using the Muse. Let's clarify. Week 1, 5 of Swords. Let's clarify the 8 of Cups. We're going to clarify the 8 of Cups. What can you tell, Scorpio? Oh. The 6 of Pentacles The 8 of Swords, yeah. You want equal, you want simultaneous uplift, and you're done. You don't want to deal with the stress anymore. You want to be sure. You want to be sure of yourself and of the of how you can handle the situation. And you don't want to give your energy anymore to things that aren't bringing you towards your highest vibrational good. And the Strength card comes up when it's a test, when the universe is testing you. And that is pulling everything inside of you and quieting those voices and quieting the overthinking so that you can remove yourself and get yourself in a place where you are starting to rebuild your reserve, right? And then refill your reserve. So the 6 of Swords is the rebuilding of the reserve, and the Hermit is the restoring of it. You feel me? Refilling it. Phew. All right. Week 2. Let's look at this 4 of Cups. Yeah, let's look at the 4 of Cups. Okay. What can you tell Scorpio about the 4 of Cups? What do they need to know about the 4 of Cups? The 3 of... Okay, so it's the 3 of Swords and the 4 of Cups, and what came up to clarify it is the 3 of Swords. Oh, this heartbreak. The 6 of Swords, which is right what is above it, and the 10 of Cups. It's time to not let the pain and the fear be what drives you and what shapes you. It's time for you to take yourself back, to get you to your highest, your heart's, your authentic self desire about love, surrounding love, understanding love, being unconditional love, receiving love, giving love, all of it, living in love. Your beloved. It's the path to your beloved self, and your beloved. You feel me? Okay, 5 of Wands. Do we need that? Yeah, let's look at the 5 of Wands, because let's see what part you're still battling with so you can focus. I mean, you know, it comes from a not feeling good enough. Like, it comes from an insecurity somewhere. It's 6 of Cups, which is tied to a past. So, okay. The Queen of Swords, which is Libra, and the Knight of Cups. So this could be tied into a past relationship. And it's about seeing the truth, being the truth. It's about knowing and being, and them being in alignment, and becoming, getting yourself to a place where you're open again. Your heart is open. All right, let's do the Ace of Wands for you. The 10 of Wands. Putting all of the burdens down that you've been carrying. You've been carrying burdens that aren't yours to carry, and this is putting them down so that you can start fresh and have space for all this beautiful flow of creative energy that's right there. You can feel it, I'm sure. The dissonance is what's stressing you out. Maybe you're not recognizing it, but you recognize it because you move yourself into the Hermit, right? So let's just look at this Page of Swords. The Page of Pentacles, which is the beginner's mind, which is, trusting in you, knowing you, and building, refilling your reserve so that you can be at a full place, and you're not looking to fill it up with anyone else, and you're not letting it leak out, and you can trust where you are and your abilities just to maintain it, right? The care and keeping. Okay, let's look at this Four of Wands. What can you tell us about the Four of Wands? The Five of Swords. That's the Moon. Okay. And the Death card. One more. One more. I'm just squish them around a little. Oh, I'm going to finish. Okay, hold on. It's about the death of your ego, right? And letting your true, authentic self shine and come forward and go get what you want. Go get it. Go get what's waiting for you. Go get what's meant for you. Go whatever. Go start on the path, right? One more though. The Three of Wands. Yeah, so remember the Two of Wands was on the split and the Three of Wands. That's taking the steps. Scorpio. Again, the Four of Wands again on the split, clarifying the Four of Wands and the Strength again. Yes, you got this. This is not easy, but you are about to blossom. You're about to blossom. It's exciting. It's actually exciting. You're doing really good. You are doing really great. You are. You're catching yourself. You still have struggles, but you're catching yourself quicker than you have. That's awesome. That's awesome. You start out at the Five of Swords and you end up in the Four of Wands. That's an amazing journey. That's a lot of work. So kudos to you, okay? Kudos. You don't just, that doesn't just happen. You make it happen. All right, let's pull your healing card. Life is a circle from childhood to childhood. It's on the bottom. Childhood to childhood means a spiral of new beginnings. Relationships begin anew every day. Give your attention today to renewing a relationship and initiating another spiral of life into a life that you share with someone, Scorpio. Oh. May all creation dance for joy within you. All you want to do today is love being alive, even if it's the hardest thing you've ever done. Appreciate the sounds, sights, and sensations of your life. Friends, books, ideas, sleep, just enjoy. That's that Hermit and the Six of Swords. You got this. Yay, Scorpio, yay. Okay, thank you for coming and sharing your energy with me. And thank you for coming and holding space for me while I attempt to interpret the energies and channel your messages. And I will see you in about 2 weeks at your mid-monthly. Till then, bye, Scorpio.